Hello everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. Over here in this video, I will show you how you can add and create payment links automatically for any customer you want. Okay, so let's suppose you've added the data of your customer and the details for which you want to create the payment link, like the amount, description of the payment link and the currency with the customer details. Just by using these simple details, automatically a payment link has been created inside your Razorpay account as well as updated back in spreadsheet. This is how this amazing automation is going to work in real time. So first of all, let me show you how this automation is going to work, okay? So I will add the customer's name, let's suppose as demo user. Email is going to be demo@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, I will enter a dummy mobile number right here. Then it is asking for the description. For the description, let's suppose I'll write it as payment for online consultation session. You can enter the description according to you. For the amount, I want 2500. So I'm going to write 2500. But to create a Razorpay payment link, we have to add in 2 extra zeros. So I'll enter the 2 extra zeros as well. Currency is INR, okay? I've added the details for this person for whom I want to create the payment link. I'll wait for the few seconds and in front of you can see the Razorpay payment link has been updated. And you can see right over here, this is the payment link for 2500. This was the payment for online consultation. You can see this payment link will expire in a day. You can see right over here, amount is 2500. Okay. So as now this payment link has been created, this is how this amazing automation is going to work in real time. And now we'll build the connection between Google Sheets and Razorpay without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now this automation is super beneficial for businesses if you want to create custom payment links for multiple customers every single day. Do not just worry manually. You have to just enter the details super easily right over here and the payment link will arrive in Google Sheets in front of you. Just create this automation once and it will work for you forever. Okay. So what I'll do is on a new tab, browse the website www.pabbly.com/connect and Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Now you will see Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Before we create this amazing automation, I want to talk about what? Pabbly Community. Now Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates on Pabbly. In this space, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow users. Over here, you can share your ideas, feedbacks and find amazing automation tips for your business. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today itself. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description section below, okay? So right now on Pabbly Connect's landing page, you will find two options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, just like I am, directly sign in from here. But if you're a new user, you do not have an account with us, directly sign up for free from here and get 100 free tasks every month to explore more features of Pabbly Connect. I will sign into my Pabbly Connect account, then you will see the All Pabbly Apps section. I want to use Pabbly Connect. I will click on this Access Now button and dashboard will come in front of you. Now to create a new automation, click on this Create Workflow button. I will select the new beta method because it's more modern, faster and flexible. But if you want, you can select the classic one for having more stable and familiar approach. I will select this version and firstly for the name of this workflow, I will give it as Generate Payment Links Automatically 3 steps. Okay, for the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select Workflows folder and click on this Create button. As soon as I've done that, you will find right over here a workflow has been created. Okay. Inside Pabbly Connect workflow, there are two major steps, trigger and action. Trigger gives the commands and action follows the steps simultaneously. That is why there is only one trigger but multiple action. I will add my trigger application is going to be Google Sheets. I want that as soon as I will add my customers as well as the payment link details in my Google Sheets, this trigger should capture the response of that. Event is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. Click on this connect button. You will find the webhook URL. Copy this URL from here and follow the steps in order to create the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. After copying, log into your Google Sheets right over here. From the panel, go to Extensions, Add-ons and Get Add-ons option. And then you will see this window in front of you on which if you're going to go to the Search Apps bar, search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks, go to it and then install this application inside Google Sheets and activate it, okay? Because using this application, we are going to create the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, okay? Now, simply after installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing, go back to Extensions and you will see the option Pabbly Connect Webhooks, click on it. on it. From the drop down, go to this initial setup option right over here, and the initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you. Firstly, it is asking for the webhook URL. For this field, I'll paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. Trigger column says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay. In this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column F. You can see column G is also a column, but this is the updated place where I can update the payment link. Till which column I am manually entering the data. That's column F. As soon as I will enter the data manually right here, the entire row's data will be forwarded towards the webhook URL. My trigger column is going to be column F and click on this submit button. As soon as I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. Now go back. Okay. Now one step is left, and that's the most important step. Go to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks and select the option that is send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event because this spreadsheet is going to send the data to Pabbly Connect as soon as you will enter the new data right here. That is why it is super important to click on this send on event. Okay. If I'm going to go back to my workflow, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether this Google Sheet is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, we'll enter the new data right here and check whether automatically the trigger captures the response of the new data or not. Okay. For the customer name over here, let's suppose I'll write it as what? Dummy account. Okay. For the email over here, I'll write it as dummy@pabblytudes.com. Next, it is asking for the phone number. For the phone number, I will enter a dummy mobile number right here. Then it is asking for the description. Let's suppose I'll write it as order confirmation for selected product. Okay. Now over here for the amount for Razorpay, there is a condition that you need to understand. So let's suppose this link you have to create for 100 rupees. Okay. So now for 100 rupees, you have to enter the amount for Razorpay with 2 extra zeros. So if it's 100, you will enter 2 extra zeros. That will create it 1,000. So I want this link of 5,000. So I'll enter 5,000 and then we'll add 2 extra zeros. So remember to add that over here. Okay. Now after that, it is asking for the currency. For the currency, let's suppose I'll write it as INR. So I'm going to write the currency as INR. And next over here, I have entered all the details. I've entered the currency, amount, description, phone number, email, and the name. Now let me go back to my workflow and you will see the response has also been captured. You can see right over here the same phone number, email is dummy@pabblytudes.com, the same description, name is dummy account, currency INR with the amount. Okay. Now as soon as we have received the response in the trigger, Google Sheets has now been connected. Now what's the next step that we want to do? We are going to create a new Razorpay payment link using Razorpay account. I have a test mode account right over here. The same steps you have to follow that I will tell in this video in order to create a payment link inside Razorpay. Okay. Add an action step in which for the action application, select over here as what? Razorpay. Event is going to be what? Create payment link and click on this connect button. Okay. If you want, you can select the existing connection. I will add a new one. For that, we have to provide the ID and the secret key. Okay. For that, log into your Razorpay account. From the panel, simply what you need to do is go to settings section and go to API keys section. After coming to API keys, under API key and integration, regenerate the key from here. And you can see right over here, this is the API key and the secret. I'll copy the key from here, paste over here in the field and the secret as well and paste over here in this field and click on the save button. As soon as I've done that, Razorpay has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking for me to enter the amount, currency and the other details. Now for the data of this field, we'll map the data. Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So we'll insert the data from this step. Click on this field, previous step is going to appear, click on it. This was the response. In the response, we have received the amount right over here. And as I've already mentioned it, we have to enter the amount. Let's suppose it's 10 rupees. So we have to enter 1,000 right over here so that the amount of that payment page will be 10. Okay. So now over here you can see as I've received the amount, I want to create the payment link for this amount. I'll select the data from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, the data in this field has been mapped. And as we have mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay. Similarly, for the currency, I will map the rate of the currency right over here. Then it is asking for the type. I want to create the link. For the description, I will enter the description of my payment link right over here that I've received. For the name of the customer, I'll map the rate of the name of my customer. For the email address, I'll map the rate of the email address right over here. And for the phone number, I will map the rate of the phone number that I've received. Okay. Next, it is asking view less. I'll select over here as show more. If you want, you can also enter the receipt number over here as well if you want that. You can definitely add that. Reminder. I want to send a reminder, so I will select over here as true. The reminder will be forwarded to whom? Towards the customer for whom we are creating the payment link. Okay. Next, it is asking for the expiry. This expiry is super important. What does it expire? When this payment link is going to be expired. I will give my customer 24 hours to do the payment, or else the payment link is going to be expired. Okay. So we have to enter the time, but the time should be in timestamp format, and it must be at least 30 minutes in future. Okay. So now I'm going to go back. Now we cannot save the step over here because this is a important. You can see a star, that's a mandatory step, and as we have nothing to fill right over here, so what I will do is I'll simply go back, and you can see the step is gone. Do not worry, we'll complete the steps again. Okay. Add an action step, in which for the action application, select over here as date time formatter by Pabbly, and the event is going to be what? Current date. Okay. We first will take out the current date, what's today's date and time, and then what we are going to do is we are going to add 24 hours to the current date. Okay. Click on this connect button. Basic format, as you want the timestamp format, so I'll select the date in a timestamp format and click on this save and send test request button. You can see I've received the current date. Now to this date, we'll add 24 hours. So again, select over here date time formatter by Pabbly as the action application. Event is going to be add and subtract time. Click on this connect button. For date, map the date of this date that we have generated. Expression, I want to add 24 hours, so add plus 24 hours. Okay, so the expression is 24 hours like this. Next, it is asking to format. I want it in a timestamp format, so I'll select it from format, again timestamp format, and click on this save and send test request button. You can see I've received this date and time right here. Okay. So if you want to check whether this timestamp format is correct or not, I'll copy this over here and search for. So I've opened the timestamp converter right over here. I'll enter the timestamp that I've copied. This is a timestamp. I will convert it. And you can see today's date is 25th of November. This is 26th of November. And the time is also written. You can see right over here. Okay. So now as we have the timestamp date, now let us add this date over here in the razor pay step. So I'm going to first complete the entire step again. And yes, for the expiry, I'll map the data of this date that we have generated. If you want to send SMS notify, select Razorpay to send, or you send the SMS. You can select the details Razorpay to send the email. Customer cannot make partial payments. Okay, so I will select this option for the partial payment. I do not want the callback URL, so I'm going to skip both of the steps and click on this save and send test request button. As soon as I will do that, in the response, a link of the payment will be generated. If I'll scroll down, you can see the short URL. This is the link of the payment. If I'll copy it and open it on a new tab, you will see right over here, this is the payment for 5,000 rupees. Okay. So as now this payment link has been generated, I want to update it back into my spreadsheet to create a systematic record. For that, add an action step after this Razorpay step, and for the action application, select over here again as Google Sheets. Event is going to be update row. So I'll search for update, I'll select it. Click on this connect button as I want to just update this row with the payment link. Okay. If you want, you can select the existing connection. I will teach you how you can add a new one. For that, click on this sign in with Google button. Choose an account that you want to connect to Pabbly Connect. Then it is asking for the permission, that's the access of the account, for which I will click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. Next, it is asking for us to select the spreadsheet. I'll select the spreadsheet as payment links and the sheet as sheet 1. So I'll select the details. Next, it is asking for the row index. We have received the row index in our first Google Sheet step, so I'll map the data of that row index right here. I do not want to update the name, email, phone number, so I'll skip all the fields and simply go to this payment link field directly and search for the short URL that I've received right over here and map the data of this URL right here. Okay. And simply click on the save and send test request button, and you can see in your spreadsheet this URL, the same payment link URL has been added for the amount 5,000. Okay. So as now Google Sheets has been updated with this payment link, this means the entire automation has been successfully created without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So did you see how simple and easy it is to create this amazing automation? Within few steps, we have completed the entire process of creating payment links automatically. You just have to enter the details in your Google Sheets and the link will be created in front of you. Just create this automation once for your business and your work is totally done. Okay? So if you have questions or doubts related to this workflow, you can ask us all the questions in the comment section and we will reply to you as soon as possible. And if you want to use the free template of this workflow link, if you want to use the same workflow that I've created and just use it as a template for your business, you will find the shareable workflow link in the description section. Go ahead and use it. Okay? So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.